So real quickly again, before we get into the video, I do want to say thank you to everyone who's been subscribing and checking out the channel. It's been absolutely insane to think we're at, as I'm recording this, at 318 subscribers. At this rate, I have no idea what will be when this video comes out, but I do want to say this might be my last video for a little bit, as I'm trying to get a new mic, which is already ordered by the time this video is out, or is just about to be ordered. So I would like a better sounding mic for these videos, also one with a pop filter, as some of you have pointed out. And I do need a better mic for voice acting, as I want to be a voice actor, and I want to, voice act, and you need a good mic to do that, not a really shitty mic. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review of Road Heroes Mission. I thought it would be cool to do a little review before my next big video, which I don't want to record until I get that new mic, but I did want to get something out for you guys, so it's not like a huge gap in between the next video. And I did try my best. There wasn't a lot of footage to work with this movie, so I hope you guys do enjoy it, even with the lack of some editing, given the lack of footage. And I tried to find the best quality footage I could, but some of it just wasn't the highest. I tried to use the trailers as much as I could without it becoming repetitive. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the video. So I just finished watching My Hero Academia's third movie, World Heroes Mission, for like the 5th time since the movie released. And to get this done right out of the gate, as you could guess from the title, because I'm literally gushing over it just in the title and thumbnail alone, I absolutely loved this movie. And I mean, like, how could I not? This movie was absolutely insane. And when I mean that, I say it in like every sense of the word insane. Hello guys, and welcome back to the video here on the channel. So MHA's third movie just released today on Blu-ray and 4K, so I thought it would be cool to do a little rundown and give my thoughts about the movie, since I never really got to, because obviously this channel just didn't exist at the release of this movie. So I kind of wanted to make up for that, since I really did love and enjoy this movie, and I wanted to do a video on it. And since the next big video essay that I want to do might take a little bit because it covers so much content, I thought this would be a really cool filler video in between. My Hero Academia is a series that I really love and I want to talk about on the channel. I actually have a couple videos in regards to My Hero Academia planned, along with Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan, a bunch of other things. But since the movie's releasing on Blu-ray, I thought this would be a great time to talk about the movie, since a lot of new people are going to be watching the movie who weren't able to see it in theaters. I have no idea why I was talking so fast right there. I'm sorry. But that was also like a really good take. No stuttering, so I don't want to get rid of that. And if you're new here, all I ask is that you wait till the end of the video, and if you guys do end up liking what I do within this video, it would be much appreciated if you guys could hit a like and subscribe for more anime content into your feed. And with that being said, let's just get straight into my thoughts. So for this review, I'm actually going to be breaking it up into two sections: the things I didn't like and the things I did like, just so my thoughts don't become like a jumbled mess of words and I can properly just kind of get out my feelings about the movie. So with that being said, here we go. So I want to start this off in a bit of a weird and odd way by starting with the things I disliked about the movie before I get to the things I actually liked about this movie. Because in all honesty, there wasn't a lot that I didn't like about this movie, so it's definitely going to take a lot less time for me to go through these things. And to be honest, my only real problems with the movie were centered more around the advertisement. And no, I'm not just talking about the black suits being in only 5 minutes of the movie. I mean, that's a whole scam on its own, bro. Those suits are so clean. They should have been the final battle suits. More so the fact that the trailers, especially the early promotional material for the movie, made it seem like it was going to be a more so trio movie focusing on Deku, Bakugo, and Todoroki, with the tagline The Three Musketeers, even though that never came up in the movie, when Todoroki and Bakugo were more so just kind of put to the side. Now, they did still have a lot to do in this movie, but it was just kind of like trickery how it would seem like they were more important because of the trailers and the marketing, especially with that Three Musketeers tagline. And they really didn't have a lot to do until the final battle, which, I mean, they had some pretty cool stuff in the final battle, although I don't know how some of them didn't die, especially Todoroki. Like, that man should have died. Dude was drowning for like a good 5 minutes. Also, I think Todoroki needs more screen time in the movies, so hopefully if we get a 4th movie that can happen, just, more Todoroki. I also really didn't like the stuff with the other heroes. I thought it just took away from the main plot of Deku and Rhodey, especially in the final battle. I felt it was there to just kind of like maybe give a little bit more runtime, and I was just not caring for for it. Like, every time I cut there, I'm like, okay, can we just get back to the final battle? I really don't care what Uraraka is doing right now. Especially when the main fight between Deku and the villain was so good. This movie was absolutely action-packed from beginning to end. It felt like a straight-up thrill ride, giving us some of the most badass moments in the My Hero trilogy. I mean, obviously nothing tops that moment from Heroes Rising. You know the one I'm talking about. Deku in this movie was straight-up just built different, showing off all the moves he's learned over the course of the series, at one point even swinging around like fucking Spider-Man. I mean, like, yeah, how did he do that? But also, like, I don't care, because that was fucking sick. Now, the main plot of the movie is centered around Deku being framed for mass murder by a dude who looks like Megamind. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of scared going into the movie because I thought this plot and everything was just going to be for the trailers. Like, just there to look good, just there to look pretty, but no, they actually stuck with this plot and they did it really well. Deku having to sneak around, right on top of buses, doing some illegal stuff. This ain't the same Deku we see in the main series. This is like our Chad Deku, who is also joined by possibly the smoothest character in all of anime, my boy Rody Soul. Voiced by a newcomer, not just to My Hero Academia, but to voice acting in general, Ryu Yawazashi dude, I'm so fucking sorry. And voiced in the English dub by Ryan Colt Levy, or Levy, it's one of the two. It's honestly like literally like the nicest guy ever. I've talked to him on Twitter a couple times. I know, I'm pretty cool. He's a really great guy, and I love seeing his work, and I love seeing him get more roles. Ryan, if you're somehow watching this, just know you the GOAT. Anyways, back to Rody. Rody is genuinely one of the best parts about this movie. If not, he is the best part about this movie. Now, I don't know how in-depth I want to go about Rody, because I actually do want to make a video about Rody one day, because this character was just so well written throughout this movie. Whereas most movie characters, let's be honest, they really don't get deep plots or almost any plots in general. Whereas Rody was almost the main character. If not, he had more things to do and more plot in this movie than Deku himself. And I absolutely loved it, with Rody, at least for me, being the most relatable character in the franchise, besides his swift moves. I mean, like, dude's slicker than MJ and Han Solo combined. And, like, it for real ain't even a competition. I won't get into it, that's just simply really not what this video is for, but I'll touch on it a little bit. In short, throughout the film and what we see of Rody, he's lived a very similar life and gone through very similar things that I have in my own childhood and my own personal life, in terms of losing people, having to step in and look after the ones you love, being the only one in the house, times never getting to live a life, having a terrible situation, people leaving him, thinking that his dreams, everything he wants to accomplish in life, is completely unobtainable. Is something that maybe not just me, but a lot of other people can relate to, as this character became really popular really fast. Rody is not a perfect person in this movie. He is not a perfect hero. He makes mistakes and he does what he has to do and what he feels right for his family and for him to survive. Because unfortunately, like a lot of people, Rody was dealt a shitty deck. So to him, his dreams, what he wants to do, is completely out of the question, and I think a lot of us connected to that. Me, myself, personally connected with Rody a lot throughout this film. In a way, he kind of reminds me of early Deku. Just like Deku, at the end of the first episode, Rody thinks his dreams are over and can never happen, and the way it's portrayed through Rody in this series, in this movie specifically, is done really, really well. Because it's true, not everyone gets to do what they want to do in life, and that's the shitty reality, and Rody is a character who brings that reality into this very hopeful series, and I really love what the creators did with it. But over the course of the story, Deku was able to change him and almost give Rody a new light and a new hope, which is hopefully what the movie did for some people, myself included a little bit. I mean, we all always have our doubts, but sometimes you gotta have a little bit. Okay, wow, just a little deep there. Anyways, the ending fight was absolutely amazing. Again, I have no clue how Bakugo or Todoroki are actually alive, especially Todoroki. Like I said, he was drowning for like 4 minutes. But it's pretty safe to say I was on the edge of my seat the entire ending fight for that movie. And the villain was okay. The standard movie villain, you know, just wanted to do evil things. Although the villain had a really decent motive for the movie, and it kind of tied in with, you know, Rody's story and Deku's story, so I really did enjoy that. But still, not the most memorable villain. I'm not going to come up being like, damn, I hope we see Megamind again. In all honesty, I think they could have done the ending of the film a little better, since this is my problem with all the My Hero films, is that after the big climactic fight, they just kind of rush to end the movie, not giving us a proper time to slow down, let the characters digest what happened, and kind of complete whatever arcs are left there. Because I really would have loved to see how they dealt with, you know, everyone thinking Deku's a mass murderer and Rody's this criminal, and what happened with Rody after that. Did the heroes take care of his family? Did he get any charges for, you know, stealing jewels at the beginning of the movie. Although, to be fair, those are more on the nitpick side. We did see that Rhodey got a proper job by the end of the movie, so, you know, at least he's doing good. I'm hoping to see Rhodey show up at some point in the main manga again. I mean, Deku's a little busy right now with the whole war going on, but hopefully before the final chapter, we see him one more time. With all that being said, I really enjoyed My Hero Academia World Heroes Mission. I'd have to give it like around a 9 out of 10. It was such a fun ride, such a great movie to enjoy. And it was also a great theater experience, and not to mention it was a great at-home experience. And again, the story of Rhodey just really made this movie for me. Although I will forever be mad that the black suits were only in 5 minutes of the movie. Like, what the hell was